Today we have an amazing speaker that he's achieved so much within our company, and it's a real privilege to be working with him in helping to grow the UK. Now this man, he actually has a fairly similar background to me, it turns out. So we're going to delve a little bit deeper into, well, not only his background, but also the things that he's done since getting into this company, because some of you will know him from the Close Club meeting that just happened on Saturday, and he did something that I actually want to do, which is he got to introduce Andre himself, which is amazing, and he got to anchor the whole of that meeting, and he does loads of presenting and stuff within our company anyway. Now he has he's a UK ambassador. He's the sole UK ambassador in our company. So he sits above us in the UK local leadership team. And not only that, he's a vice president within the company. So he knows how to build a team and he knows how to go large. So hopefully we're going to learn a little bit about that as well. But on top of that, he also has been getting involved in the company. He's involved he's a project manager for the data doubles team. And also he's on the leadership councils as well. So without further ado, I'm going to welcome our special guest today, the amazing, the fantastic, the awesome Marshall Neonzima. So everyone, please put a massive round of 8s in the chat to welcome Marshall Neonzima. Put a whole bunch of 8s in the chat, please. Thank you. Marshall, say hello.
Good morning, Mo. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for that amazing introduction. But yes, thank you all, and I'm looking forward to this interview.
Wicked, wicked. Marshall, so I know that you've got quite limited time. Okay, so we're gonna go to time. So I know that you've got to jump onto the what's the next meeting that you've got? It's a leadership meeting, right?
Yeah, Ambassadors Council. We have a meeting every Monday at 12 p.m. UK
so,
time.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna jump.
What was that? President's Council?
No, it's Ambassadors Council.
Ambassadors Council. So yeah, Marshall's going to go to an Ambassadors Council meeting at 12 p.m. But we're gonna get all of it out of him within this time. Okay. So I tell you what, Marshall. So first question, just to give us a little bit about like where you're coming from, like your background, right? And what basically drove you to come into network marketing in the first place, and how, you know, what was missing in your career, and then how you kind of wound up with coming into our company. That'd be amazing.
Cool. Yes, so I'm originally from a small country called Burundi in East Africa. So I came to this country when I was about 19, and I follow the usual parent advice, go to school, get good grade and all of that. So I did that, and I graduated in 2011 with a master's degree in computer science. And then I found a job. So I had a good job as a project manager in the company. I worked there for 4 years. The money was okay, it wasn't great. There was always be better. But there was one thing that was lacking, was time. So because I was working crazy, I was traveling all over UK just to do different projects, and it was a lot. And that time I had a little baby, and I didn't see her at all. So that really used to pain me, and that was my pain. And 2015, the company I was working for, they offered a voluntary redundancy because it was going through the privatization from the public sector into the private sector. And normally, as you know, many people in the UK, redundancies tend to be given, especially voluntary redundancy, to the older generation, people who've been in a company for a very long time. And then I just said, I don't like this anymore. I don't like my boss. My boss was making me work like a donkey. And I said, okay, so I'm gonna put my name forward, see what happens. If they don't select me, I will still have a job anyway. What have I got to lose? So to my surprise, when I put the redundancy, my colleague will say, are you mad? I mean, you just go on this job for 4 years and then, you know, you've got potential to go up there. And I said, I'm not happy with this at the time. And I was selected to go. And that time, I was like, what am I going to do? Because I didn't even know what I was going to do. I didn't have a plan B. So they gave me a good package because it was voluntary. So I'm grateful for that. But there was one thing that was lacking. And then I was introduced to First Concept. I attended a meeting and somebody invited me and I went there and people were talking about, you know, you can earn money, somebody taking a shower, you can earn money. You know, there's this other network marketing company. It was my first. I was like, what? You're telling me I can get paid when somebody make a phone call, when somebody take a shower? How come I never heard of my entire life? I never heard anything like that because I was used to just working hard every single day. So, and that was like a big eye opener for me. So I went to that company, spent it for 2 years. I never made £5 a month from that company. It was just investing. But I was investing in myself, in education. As I was absorbing this, I was more coachable because I wasn't used to that kind of a, you know, industry, that kind of a thinking. So I traveled the world to do different training. And a lot of friends, my family used to think I'm crazy. I'm spending money, but I'm not getting anything back. And then 2 years after, I discovered 1 year after, a wonderful lady, Mila Sujikova, she introduced me to these things.
What year was that?
2016. She introduced me to API, but I was still distracted with others, you know, quick money making stuff, you know, earn money, earn this percentage a day. You know, it was like, whoa. I never heard of these things. So I was distracted with many things in my eyes. So, and Mila said, like, look, in this company, you can do well. I can see you motivated. I said, look, Mila, I don't have time to learn this stuff. You know, this stuff, I don't making money every day. Look here, I'm making money. You should come to this business. I was trying to recruit her in my other business. And Mila, she, as you all know, she's a very committed. So she said, look, Marshall, learn. And this is, I'm here for life. This is it. This is how I was thinking, nah, can't be right. You know, I'm making this when you don't want to come here. And story cut short, I did those businesses for a couple of years and I lost money. I lost over £300,000 in those businesses investment. And again, this is not the money personally I invested in there, but you know, the money I made because I built a team in those businesses. And one of the previous business before I actually committed to our API, I had made within my team 4 million euros within 9 months for that business. And we open offices using our own money, etc., and everything. And then you know, the company closed down. And then I spent them a year in 2017, from 2017 to 2018, depressed. I was really depressed because all that efforts, I felt like I have disappointed my family because they sacrificed for me to go and doing all that kind of stuff. So that was a very depressing. And then I remember that there is something that I signed up for. And she was talking about financial literacy. And I made money, but I never kept it. So I thought to myself, there is something missing. I need to learn something. So I was coachable, I humbled myself after the crazy depression. I say, okay, let me look into this. And then I look at the education in the back office. Many people I know, 1% out of this call.
Marshall,
1% of this call.
Oh, thank you for that. That was amazing. Yeah. We're gonna talk about the education, but I just want to bring in the audience right now. So, how many of you in the audience, right, guys? Can you type a whole bunch of 8s in the chat to show your appreciation for Marshall, and also type an 8 in the chat if you can identify with certain elements of that. Like maybe you have been in a job or you're in a job and you don't necessarily get on with your boss. Maybe you've tried other companies. Maybe you're dealing with people right now who keep trying to recruit you into their business, but actually you know that you've got the right business because you're actually making money from this business, right? Type an 8 in the chat if you've ever made money from another business. Maybe not 4 million euros. I mean, Jesus, that's actually quite a lot. but then, you know, you made money, but then you've lost it, or you built a team, but then the company closed down, right? Type an 8 in the chat if you don't really know that much about financial literacy, because we're going to come on to this part now. Okay, so Marshall, what I heard there, right? Just a couple of the things. Obviously, thank you so much for that value, right? But just a couple of things to touch on. You mentioned that, so you'd built teams before, you'd had experience of building teams from other companies, right? To the, you know, and so how did you get onto that? You know, how did you get good at building teams in network marketing? Could you expand a little on that?
Yeah, I mean, building a team is a skill, okay? Like in any other job. And I don't treat building a team as a hobby. So I treat it as a profession. So, and the way I did, I invested in myself, I read books, and especially there was a book that I read for GoPro from Eric Worre, this book, with the previous company that I did. One of my mentors gave me that book. So I read it and I practiced that book, and it started to work for me. And then I continued to develop myself like that. So I invested myself to learn the skill because I was scared of approaching people. I know many of you would probably believe this, but I'm an introvert. I don't like, I feel like anxious to approach people or to talk to people. But I've learned to overcome myself. I learned to overcome it, and by training, by believing that I'm offering something good, and I actually believe that I am not recruiting someone, I am helping that person get better or for them to get what they want.
Wicked.
So like that is just quickly, there is a guy called Zig Ziglar say, if you help more people, as many people get what they want, you will get what you want. So what I do, I focus on what they want, not what I want. And then
thank you. And talking about what they want, right? Because this actually goes down, it comes to the other point that you made, that you left, right? Which is really at the end of the day. I mean, guys, put an A in the chat if actually what you would like is abundance. If you would like to know that you don't have to worry about paying for the roof over your head or the food on the table, or how to afford your transport and stuff, put an A in the chat. Audience, please put an A in the chat, okay? Because that comes from knowing how to manage your money, right? So Marshall, why don't you tell us a little bit about what drove you to actually do the financial literacy part and focus on the education within our business? Because that, I believe, is actually what people really want, and why they're going out and doing business, and they're trying to generate money, they're trying to generate abundance, right? So tell us about financial literacy. And also if you can give us 3 key things that you learned from our company.
Yeah, I'm not sure about if it's that what they want, but it's definitely what they need, okay? Because people want different things, but it's not actually what they actually need. So for me, it was the process of making money. I know how to make money. And many of you know how to make money, because making money is easy. You can make money in a job. You will still make money, but it's knowing how to keep that money you're making and maybe multiplying it. That is key. And that's what I lacked out of all those things. And when I sat down during that time of, everything that happened, it happened for a reason. You might see that is a bad thing, but it's actually a good thing for you to learn, right? So at that time, when I lost all this money, when I lost all these teams that I built and I had to restart all over again, it was very hurtful. But when I sat down and I think it was like a blessing when I look back. You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can always connect the dots looking backwards. So when I look back now, I can see that it was meant to happen, right? So, and then I lost all that money, and then I look back, what am I lacking? I have made this money, but the company stopped. And if you ask me, what did I do with the money? I couldn't tell you. If you ask me to show you where the money is, I couldn't tell you, because I was spending it like anyhow. Now, when I look in the back office in our academy, I know many of you don't look it. I would strongly advise, if you haven't, to really look into it. I looked into it. The first thing I saw, it was the 8 rules of private investor. Now, as simple as it sounds, to me or to anybody else who will look at it, it was like mind-blowing to me. It's like, this stuff, I should know this stuff. I should be practiced. I read a lot of this stuff in books. I never practiced. My first book, my first really encouraging book I read was Rich Dad Poor Dad from Robert Kiyosaki, and it was talking about a lot about that. And then seeing that, Andrei Hovratov in his courses, he was talking about that. It was like, whoa. And there was another course that in the back office, again, is free for anybody who register. You get access to that bit. The bit that I got access, I think, was free stuff, the one I was reading. And it was talking about how to build a business, how to be your own business owner, how to search, how to analyze business, okay? And then he was talking about how you can spot scams, business, how you can, this type of businesses. And then I realized this is what I have been doing all along. That's why I've been losing money, because I never done these checks. It was all about, I'm addicted to this quick money. And he talked about something that really intrigued me. It made me think a lot about it. Nothing to do with belief, nothing to do with religion. But he was talking about sometimes if you mix your good money you earn honestly, and you put in an investment or anywhere, which is dark money, not clean money, your money will become dirty and then you will lose it again. Like the same thing, like if you take a clean glass of water with clean water and you put a little bit dirt in it, that little bit dirt you put in the clean water, the whole water will become spoiled, right? And the same thing applies with money. All these little nuggets, I didn't know this stuff. And when I read it, was like, and then I said, wow, we actually have diamonds in our hands. We just don't know, right? Because you see, my dad used to tell me, got to have this good education, but it was all about traditional education. But he says something, people can take money away from you, but once you learn the knowledge you have, nobody can take away that from you. And that is something that is so valuable, you can't put money on it. And that's why I continue to create every business I go to, I know I can build because the skills I've acquired. So skill learning is the most important thing to me. That's why I value API.
Marshall, thank you so much. I mean, tell us that saying from your dad again.
No, he said to me that people, you can make money, but people will take money away from you. They can take it easily. People can steal, people can scam you, people can do anything. But if you have the knowledge, if you study and you get the knowledge, and nobody can take that knowledge away from you. The only thing that can steal away from you is death.
Right, exactly. So guys, put an 8 in the chat if you're learning a lot from Marshall right now. Put an 8 in the chat if you're inspired to actually look at some of the training in your back office. And in fact, put a 1 in the chat if you haven't yet looked at any of the actual education. This would actually be quite good just to, put a 1 in the chat if you've never seen any of the education in the back office, okay? And put an 8 in the chat if you know that actually there's a lot that you don't know about money. I mean, how useful would it be to be able to assess what's a scam company, right? And to be able to identify those things, okay? It'd be amazing, right? Because so many people get into these scam companies. Okay, so Marshall, you've done quite a lot of the, I think you've done some of the qualifications. Like, what qualifications have you done within our company?
Within our company, I've done the Master Profi and I've done the Marathon 260. I try to participate in everything the company gives out because I really do believe that it is very valuable. It is really valuable. Like I have attended the GoPro Mastery before, right? But I purchased that 800 the first day they announced it. Why? Because every single time I get into that training and you see you're surrounded with the same type of people, you get inspired again. It's like you're starting new again. Because sometimes we can get comfortable. We can get to a place, like I'm a vice president, I've got a big team. you can get comfortable, and you get to these management modes, and you become and then you forget the most important thing. The most important thing is to continue to be in a phase one. What I call a phase one. People will continue to create a bigger check. That the people continue to be in a phase one. Phase one means what? You continue blessing more people over and over again. You think like you're just starting today. And that's what I forgot. Many people do. With these kind of training, they inspire me. They remind me, like, to get into that mode again. Like, for example, just to give you, I was talking to you guys in the local leadership, that the simple stuff within that first challenge we had, and I just posted something straight away. I took action. 2 people registered, right? But I don't do that every day. Why? It's not because I don't know, but I get too comfortable and I forget. So this kind of training, when you're around it with this type of training or mastermind people, they remind you what you're supposed to be doing. And I'm always grateful for that.
Thank you, Marshall. So tell us about, because you touched on like the VP, like, because you're a VP, right? How did you get out of phase one then? And then how did you duplicate to your VP structure, right? And establish your VP structure?
Yeah, so it's what I work. I mean, some of you probably know, before this lockdown, I was traveling all over training my team. I was spending my own money to go South Africa, Ivory Coast, and wherever, I was going to train my people. I was spending to go to train my leaders there so that they can continue to work, and I continue to support them via webinars, etc. So I continue to do that. But that was like more of a management mode, right? It's a management mode. So I recruited the people, now I train them to become leaders. But what I forgot to do, and sometimes I forget, and then I get too comfortable, I get into this, continue to manage the team, is that I forget to now, okay, I have helped these leaders, now they're fine. Now let me build a new team of leaders and then help them to do the same.
But specifically, how have you trained them to be leaders?
Well, you see, some people say that leaders are born, but I think anybody can become a leader, right? If you have a will to train to be coachable, you can become a leader. So the way I did it, I just trained them about our business, and I just showed them how to help other people, and that's what you do. And I help them, I support them while they were building, like, that kind of stuff. And then they become a leader, then they train more leaders. And I also identify people that down the level, I call this tab routing. Down the levels, people who want to do presentation. I encourage those ones to do presentations.
So that's one of them, encouraging people who want to do presentations to do presentations. There's training them to do the presentations, like training them in the company, right? And and basically the tap routing. I think tap routing from Marathon 260, I think is where you say, who else do you know? Who else do you know? Is that right?
Yes. So for example, I've seen in my team, because if it's a lot, so you can't see everything. So you ask your direct person, who do you know in the team that is willing to train? He's always been asking, because if you look in your team, you always find somebody who's really want to take they want to present. And I like to identify those people who really want it. Not the one I have to convince. No. The one who actually want it, and I help them rise up. And those people, then they prove themselves. And I have a lot of top managers in my team. I have one vice president, and I want to have people who actually do better than me.
So you're motivated to help people to do better than you. And actually, that is how our company even rewards anyway, is when you get people to your level, and then you move up a level. So guys in the chat, in the audience, please put an 8 in the chat if you're getting a lot from Marshall right now. Put an 8 in the chat if you're getting a lot from Marshall right now, okay? Put an 8 in the chat if you're going to build your team, okay, and make an income today. And actually, talking about that, Marshall, that's a really great one, because you were sharing with us the other day, there's so many different ways to make money within our company. There's so many people right now that are just waiting to go to exchange, and we all know that they're thinking that they want to sell their tokens, but actually the money for the investment is actually in the future, right? Whereas actually there's money that you can, there are streams of income you can get today. So why don't you share with us some of the other kind of streams of income, like today, tomorrow, and then you know, in distant future?
Well, like I always said, you know, in our company, we really do have multiple stream of income. It's just that people don't pay attention to it, or maybe it's get too much. But we actually have multiple stream of income to the point, if you think about it, you really do not to go anywhere. If you really focus on this, you really do not have to go anywhere else. Like one of the first income that many people neglect because they think it's too small. But again, that goes to the point that I know that these people didn't actually consume our education, okay? Because in our education, if you look at the capitalization, how you calculate the capitalization, how you calculate the ROI, this tells me somebody complaining that this return is small, that of loyalty bonuses, for example, or profit bonus, it shows me that actually this person haven't actually consumed our education. Because if you look in terms of ROI, in terms of percentage, there is only few returns, solid business out there that can give you that kind of return, okay? That's the number one. So loyalty bonus is stream income number one. Profit bonus stream of income number two. Now this profit bonus, a lot of people say, yes, we only received only twice, but this is going to be lifetime, okay? This is going to be lifetime. And just a matter of time, it will be consistent and it will be long, big payout, okay? But you are getting something. How many things have you been involved in and you still waiting? You haven't received a penny. But I see people receive $10 or 50 cents, $1, but they still complain. So I would strongly advise you guys, do the numbers, do the percentage and see. And imagine this is a long term. I know loyalty bonuses is 3 years. I mean, it's 2021. But for the people in our VIP club, this is can continue. So loyalty bonus, profit bonus, and if you want to bless more people, you know, you have network bonuses as well. And this is crazy. It's a crazy income. I know. It's crazy income. You are building a business, you know, with the Robert Kiyosaki cash flow quadrant. You have the right-hand side, the big B, and you have the I. In our business, we give you opportunity to be in those two. You can build a business through the network, and it is a real business that produces a turnover every single year, and that pay you an income every single month, every single day. It's very powerful. Think like a business, think like a professional. If you treat this business like an amateur, it will pay you like an amateur. If you treat it like it's a big business and you learn the skill, then it will treat you like a big business. Your paycheck will be bigger. That's networks, 3 income or stream, okay? Now, another one is stacking rewards. I know this is coming very soon. It's not here for now, but this is not something for very long. Stacking rewards. People who will have their crew points and they convert it to the crew, if it's unlocked, you will have stacking reward. This is a passive income on steroids, which is going to be like working 24 hours while you sleep. People haven't thought about this. That's income number 4, okay? Now, you also, if you keep your unlocked crew, it will increase in value because again, the supply, if you follow Maria's training, you will understand this. The crew value will go up, just a matter of time, okay? That is gonna be an extra income. If you want to, you can trade it. You can become an ambassador. If you want to work you work your network and you work like in the leadership and you prove yourself, the ambassadorship is gonna change like every single 3 months, every single year. So you on this call, whether you're a consultant, whether you're an agent today, if you work hard and you can become a vice president, a top manager, and you prove yourself, you have a right to become an ambassador. And then as an ambassador, there is a stream of income comes with that, okay? You can become a speaker in this company if you are somebody skilled at the moment. Or you could be in the US, you could be in Australia, you could be wherever. You could be in the UK. You have people in the UK. You know people who are speakers. You know people who aspire to be speakers. This is the platform that can give you that time to speak, to talk, to practice your speaking gigs. You see, I spend a lot of money in trying to be a public speaker, but I never had a platform that will allow me to practice my speaking without being judged by people. And this was the platform that allowed me to do this webinar. And I grew as a speaker. When I look back, the video I did at the beginning, I was really bad. You know, when I look at myself, I don't want to look myself doing the presentation. But guess what? We practice better and better. So with the speaking, if you're speaking for the company will reward you for that as well. Another income stream, you can be strategic. My next goal is to be in the strategic department. And I know I'm going to be there. I will be there because it's possible. Okay? You can become as a member of local leaders like Mo, like any other local leader all around the world. Again, that's another stream of income. When we go, once we transfer with the UG Pay group, they will pay us dividend on UW Crew Holding. That is another income stream. Oh, and now let me talk about two other income streams many people don't think about, or maybe they haven't come across it, or maybe it hasn't been communicated to you like this. But you know, I'm a project manager in the data mining, and in the data mining, Digital Doubles, they just launched a CPA for YouTube. Now it's only 200 people who are trying this, but it will be rolled out to everybody. Okay, but once it's rolled out to everybody, take advantage of it. If you don't have a data mining, take advantage of it, because this, like the YouTube modules, is going to allow you to have an income stream from the revenue share of the revenue that's going to come into YouTube advertising. There's something called CPA, cost per acquisition. That's another income stream that is a passive income stream. Data miner income stream. As being a data miner, so once you buy your license, you activate it, you connect your social media, right? You will have, once the company starts to monetize the database, you will have an income share. The company will share 50% of the revenue they receive from monetization. Once we reach 10 million friends, 10,000, 20,000 miners, you will receive an income stream. So the ones I just gave you, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. About 10 income stream you can tap into. And then you have opportunity. Now, 2 years ago, when I decided to make this choice, okay, I saw this, some of the income stream weren't there, but Mila gave me this vision, like I am giving you right now. She gave me this vision. She said, Marshall, if you work hard, this is what you can achieve. But it's up to you. It's here for you to grab. If you want it, you can get it. If you don't want it, then you won't have it. But I can tell you, I'm not bragging, but out of this income stream, I'm going to be tapping in 9 out of all of these. Amazing. Only strategic department is missing. And that is my next goal. So, but you have also opportunity to tap into all of this.
Marshall, oh my gosh, that is amazing. Guys, please put a 10 in the chat for the 10 different income streams in our freaking company, okay? Because this is exciting. There is no other company where you're going to get this many different income streams. You've got things that are going to be like amazing in 30 years time in the I side of the quadrant, but then you've got things that will pay you right now if you do the network marketing, if you build a team, if you get involved at the deeper levels of the company, ambassadorship, strategic, you know, UK local leader, whatever, right? Okay, there are things that will pay you now, so you'll be in the B side as well of the cash flow quadrant. So guys, excellent engagement, guys, in the chat. Thank you so much. And Marshall, this has been so much value. Guys, put an 8 in the chat to recognize the value that you're getting from Marshall as well. Please put an 8 in the chat as a round of applause for Marshall. Okay, thank you. Marshall, this is amazing. And so why don't you tell us about because like you're really strong. You're really strong in the company. You're already tapping like 9 out of these like many different streams of income. You didn't even mention UGain, which is coming online, right? And you know, it's like there's so many different streams of income, and there's no other business that right now that I know of that is anywhere near what we're about to do. Okay, so and also the other thing is our compensation plan, because it's not just the one network, the one network stream, but like we have like things like the express bonus, and we have all the other different, you know, the different ways of like speeding up your network building, right? So I know that one of our local leaders, Gail, I know that she basically got up to, I think, VP, because she made use of one of the express schemes. Okay, so we do that as well, and no other company can you raise your rank and then you stay there forever, right? That I know of. So Marshall, why don't you tell us about how we're gonna go about, because obviously the company has like our objectives that we're going to get to within the next year, within the next 5 years, within the next 10 years, within the next 100 years, right? And what, you know, we're changing the world here. It's a new economic evolution of the world. We're going to recruit 1 billion people into the company, at least, right? And we're going to spread the word through network marketing. So how are we, what's the immediate strategy to expand and grow the network in our, what products have we got available right now that can help people to go pro and build their team? Why don't you tell us?
Right, okay, yes. I mean, we, one of the hottest products for now, and then honestly, I couldn't even believe the value into that product. It is, and I'm not joking about this. You know, from the beginning, I am an advocate in investing in yourself. Because it's most important, because even if any company collapses, I will take this skill and take it to another one and making a killing in that place because of the skill that I have, right? And so for me, the EIP Go Pro is a must-have if you really want to make a killing in this industry. Look, because I've attended two of the Go Pro Mastery, recruiting mastery, and every time I got there, my career rank advanced like twice because of the action taking. Like, you take action live. I mean, you are forced to take action, right? It is something that I cannot explain unless you are there yourself. I cannot explain it. But if you are serious, remember I told you, if you want to treat this business like a real business, not like a hobby, right? If you really want it to also pay you like a business, EIP Go Pro is a must. Just the training, it was value. I couldn't believe the value they added on the top, like the guarantee return 3 times. Guys, some people are telling me like, it's too much, it's too much. It's because you are treating it like it's a hobby. And it's gonna continue. You're gonna continue to be in luck because you do not want to buy this that can actually explode your business. So I don't know. I can't even put into words. I get so emotional because when I see people telling me that this is too much, and the company has pledged to giving you crew points. Guys, do you know that EIP Go Pro is the only one after the 23rd? Is the only one EIP that you will buy and receive crew points. None of the other will give you even a chance to have a crew point. Did you know that? And on the top, you're getting value for the training you're gonna get from Eric Worre. This is the book that has helped me to learn more. You was asking me about what did I learn? What did I do to learn how to build a business? This is Eric Go Pro that helped me to do. And then I can go in any other business and I will rebuild again. And I know within 1 year, with that business, I will grow in the top ranks. Because of the skills. The skills are the same. Many people will fail because, not because we don't want to do it, but because we are scared of approaching people. And these trainings will give you these skills. Yeah. For those of you who are attending the 7 days challenge, you already have seen the value, the free text you get. You can just send on a social media and you can see people asking you information. Simple things like that. In the real training, you're going to get a lot more, guys. The reason why the company, look, our company doesn't make a dime, a dollar from this purchase. It doesn't. Because they give you more than actually what you pay for. But what they want, remember, Andre, he has a vision for us to reach 15% of the world population. And we can't reach this percentage if all of us don't participate in telling more people. And this training, if you really want to explode your business, you should be encouraging your team to attend. Because whoever's going to have more people in that training, they will be the one who will be $1 million earner next year. I'm telling you. I treat this like I just started today. I kind of close my mind now like I am just a partner in this business today. And I'm going to operate like I'm just a partner, not like a vice president, like a partner. And I'm going to start new again, coachable. And I can tell you, not only the guarantee they gave me about the crew, the 300%, I know I'm going to get 200,000% return with the effort. Just from the building team I'm going to do. Just the residual income I'm going to get from that, building the team.